very much, Karen.
Manolo.
Hello and welcome to the CDVI webinar. As Karen was mentioning, my name is Gildo Morno. I've been with CDVI for 10 years now. The office that I'm at is in Montreal, Canada, and this is where the R&D and production for the products I'll be talking about today is done. So we manufacture physical access control systems, so card access and software and the control panels, and we're currently developing our task here at the Montreal office is to develop and support the Caribbean, North, Central, and South American markets. So we're all part throughout the Americas. We are responsible for that development and support. The production and the research and development is all done here in Montreal. So we have control over all the processes involved in delivering a product out to the market from A to Z. So from concept to design to implementation and so on and so forth. So we're 100% in control of this whole procedure. We are part of the CDVI group, which is a group of the subsidiaries that the head office is located in Paris, and CDVI group is in existence since 1985, and the offices are located throughout the world, including ours here in Montreal. So as we see here, from the top, Sweden, there's the UK, Benelux in Belgium, Switzerland, France, where the head office is located in Paris, Spain, Morocco, Italy, China, and so on and so forth. So these are the offices that are part of the CDVI group, and each of these different offices specialize in different aspects of the product offerings from CDVI. Here in CDVI Americas in Montreal, we developed the two products that I'll be talking to you about today, the Atrium and Centaur access control systems. So why CDVI? Why do we want to use this product and this manufacturer? We'll explain to you some of our advantages, the markets, and some of the reasons behind the selection of CDVI as a product of choice. I think it's very important to mention right off the bat the 5-year warranty. So if you do have any issues with any of our products, whether it's a card or it's a control panel or the software, whatever it is, you can return that product, and we will replace that product within, of course, the 5-year warranty period. That's from purchase date. As I mentioned right off the get-go, we do our own research and development, so we have our own software and hardware engineers. Our production facilities are located here in Montreal. We also do some production in Paris. We also have a production facility located in Paris. Our pricing is very affordable. We are very aggressive in our pricing ranges, so we are quite competitive, and this can be brought down to you to offer aggressive pricing to your customers to be able to obtain a contract for you. The Atrium and Centaur systems, access control systems, both of these systems do have software. Of course, if you're familiar with access control, the panels themselves, we have firmware, and we offer free system updates. So you can connect to our website, log into our website, and download the latest and greatest version of the Atrium software, the Centaur software, or the firmware that runs on the control panels themselves for free. If you do need assistance, we do have a support office. So our support technicians are located here in Montreal. They speak English, French, and Romanian, and we do have some help for Spanish also. And this support is free. You don't need to purchase tickets or tokens or any of that. It's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday Eastern Time. And another important aspect is even if you purchased the product this year and you want to, we will support and update the product annually. So there are no relicensing fees. So if you purchase the product, you have the software, that software is yours, and we will continue supporting it for the life of the product. You do not have to pay annual licensing fees for continued support and for updates. So the market solutions that we're looking at are from A to Z, from small to medium to large markets. In the large market sector, we're looking at the Centaur access control system, and we'll be talking about that in a few minutes. The medium market, anywhere from 5 doors up to 20, 30 doors, even up to 100 doors, is the Atrium access control system. And if you have smaller installs where you just need a keypad, standalone connection type thing with a dry contact relay output to unlock a gate or activate a gate or garage door, we also have those. We are manufacturers, so we have readers and keypads standalone. And for the same type of small markets, we have wireless solutions. So we cover the whole thing. What we'll be talking about today are the Atrium and Centaur systems. So the Atrium access control system. All right, for the Atrium, I could see, is this better can you hear me better now, Karen?
Yes, yes, I can hear you better. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So the Atrium access control system. Some of the project requirements, system requirements. So the Atrium is for small to medium projects. And what is typically required in these type of installations, these type of projects, the end user is looking for card access rights. So they want to manage who can go to what door at what time. So we can offer this with Atrium. A lot of them are looking for a web access. So if they're not in their office, they want to be able to access the system remotely. So using Firefox or their Google Chrome, using their tablet, their iPhone. So we do have this solution with Atrium. Part of the requirements, again, reports. They want to be able to run reports. So there's an event log, what happened, who opened the door at what time, and so on and so forth. Who can log in to the system? So the login rights for an operator. Certain operators might have access to all the menus, and yet other operators might have access only to issuing cards in the system. So who has the capability of doing what when they log into the software or the web browser? We do have a PoE Plus option. So the panel is powered by the network. It is PoE Plus, so 60-watt power output, and it's totally controlled by the PoE option. Interlocks, man traps, airlocks if you prefer. We have this option also in the Atrium system. Macro commands, for example, if there is a situation where there is a door forced open, an alarm condition, I can trigger an output and activate a siren. I can, for example, when a certain card has been lost, can trigger that card. When that card is presented at one of my readers and my doors, I will be able to react to that and have an email sent out, or locally have a siren advised, activate an annunciator. So all of these options, these requirements, are features and solutions that are offered by Atrium. Where do we use and when do we use Atrium? The target markets typically are small businesses, retail stores, condominium complexes, apartment complexes. Schools are very keen on this type of product. Anywhere from 1 door, a single door, up to 100 doors. That's the system capacity from a single card, and up to 10,000 cards in the system database. It's web enabled, so we can access it once again through the internet and also a web browser, of course. The control panel itself has an IP jack and RJ45, so it is connected directly to the network. Remoting into it, we use the options like dynamic DNS. Think about the remote option if you've done camera systems where you can access the camera remotely from anywhere. The same concept applies to Atrium. So if you need to access Atrium, you can connect to a DNS service such as NoIP or dindns.com, and using your router on site, forwarding to the actual control panel. So you can access the panel from anywhere, even if you're not in the network itself, even if you're not local. one of the biggest points here is the user friendliness. It is very simple to use, very simple to manage. It's a graphical interface that's simple and not too difficult for an end user that is not familiar with this access control type scenario to actually run the system and add cards, delete cards, lock and unlock doors. So it's very user friendly. We worked a lot on that. We do have an app to allow us to access the system. That app is available on iTunes and also on Google Play. It's downloaded for free from the system, and the idea behind this app is when I'm on my network with my smartphone or my tablet or even with my computer, I can activate this app, double tap, and it'll automatically search out and find the Atrium panel on the network itself. So I don't need to know the IP address or what this is. With the app, I just tap on the icon and it'll automatically connect to the panel and ask me to log in with my username and password. Another key feature of the Atrium system is the card enrollment mode. This allows me to add or delete cards in the system very easily. I don't have to have a computer or a tablet. Not everybody is at ease with computers or even smartphones, so on and so forth. So this card enrollment mode allows me to add and delete cards without a computer, a phone, or a tablet. And the master and programming cards, the two cards that we see just on each side of the reader at the lower part of the screen here, allow me to do that. And they come with each control panel that you purchase, so they're part of the product. I have a quick video here that'll show you the whole process. It'll take you about a minute, and we'll show you how this is done. So that card has just been refused access. Now, using the master and programming cards, we'll start enrollment. Present the master card. The door will unlock. Within 5 seconds, present the programming card. This activates enrollment mode. The reader blinks twice red, twice green to show enrollment mode is active. Now you just need to present the card that you want to add to the system. Once you've added your cards, you present the programming card to stop enrollment mode. And the cards that you added now have access to all the doors in the system. So it's as simple as that. To delete a card, you do the same thing. You present the master card, unlocks the door. You present the programming card within 5 seconds, and you present the card that you want to delete in the system. So if you want, I'll just repeat that. We'll go a little bit quicker here. That card is denied access once again. There's the master. Door unlocks. Present the programming card within 5 seconds. The reader starts blinking twice red, twice green. And at that time, when it's in enrollment mode, if you present a card that's not in the system, it adds it. And if the card is already in the system, it will delete it. Once you're done, you present the programming card, and you're back to normal condition. So that is part of the simple the task that we developed to make this as simple as possible. It's very easy, very convenient. These cards come with the system. You can also create your own master and programming cards with different access rights and so on and so forth. So it's customizable also. So not even using a computer, you can manage your system. We also have some IP camera integration. So the concept here is when I connect to the system using my web interface, my web browser, Firefox or Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. I can use IP cameras to view live streaming video at the door at the time. And you can have up to 10 cameras per controller. We also have with Atrium intrusion integration, so you can manually arm or disarm the alarm system that exists already in the building. You can view and monitor the status of your system and activate and deactivate or arm and disarm different partitions. This can be done either through the computer, through your web browser, or using cards by double swiping certain cards who has access to do this option to arm and disarm the system without having to know the PIN number or the code to the alarm system itself. We also can send email notifications on different events in the system, such as, for example, alarm conditions for you as installation companies for service purposes, maintenance purposes, on battery low condition, because we do have battery backups in case of AC power failure. The panel will continue to run from 4 to 24 hours. And when that happens, you could actually have the system firing off an email to advise a service technician that the system is now running on battery backup power. There can be up to 100 different events or triggers configured per controller. So different conditions can fire off different emails. And you can use any online email account provider such as Gmail or Yahoo, Hotmail, Windows Live, or your own ISP account information. So your SMTP configuration, and Atrium, the panel itself, will send out an email based on the criteria that you select, which events will trigger that email to be sent out. It is a 100 door system, and this is an overall view of the system. And here's our network, a local network. We have a switch and the control panels. The A22 is connected through that directly. So it's an IP connection, a network cable in other words, and each panel will accommodate 2 readers, 2 doors. Now, for this panel here, we can also add 4 door expanders to have a total of 10 doors managed by one panel connected to the network. This connection from here to the expanders is an RS-45, used category 5 cable. RS-45 bus can be up to 4,000 feet. So with 10 doors managed by one controller and 4 expanders, we can multiply that 10 times to get up to 100 doors on the system. So that's the total maximum. One of the key features, when you order the Atrium product, you always order the same control panel. It's called the A22, and that panel can be configured as a control panel that would be connected directly to the network, or using a simple jumper configuration on the panel itself, turn that same panel into a door expander. So it's the same part number, so when you order the system, I need A22s. I order, for example, for our 4-door system, I order 2 A22s. When I receive the equipment and I go out and install it, I'll leave one as a control panel, and I'll set the second one as an expander by changing a simple jumper on the control panel. So 1 part number, 2 different products. The capacity of the system, we talked about 100 doors just a moment ago, 10,000 cards. You have up to 1,000 access levels, 250 schedules, and when the system is not communicating, not connected to the system, each control panel will buffer up to 25,000 events. When I connect to the panel using my software, which is free, by the way, it comes with the equipment, free software, it will automatically download those events into a computer's hard drive in a database. This is the actual panel itself here. Here's your network connection, the RJ45, the top left-hand side of the panel. We have the expander network. Down at the bottom here is where we'll connect our readers, our door contacts and request or exits, and also the lock outputs. We do provide power for your locks, 12 volts, 750 milliamps a piece. So if you have a mag lock or a door strike, We can power that. You do not need an external power supply. And we can also, if you want, you see there are two dry contact relays here at the bottom right hand side. If we have a gate operator or door operator or a garage door, we can also use these dry contact relays instead of using 12-volt output. So you have both capacities within the same panel. We are ETUL certified, so UL 294 is the certification. It's the access control standard in UL listings. And here in Canada, ULC is S319. So we do have UL certification. If you do need it, by all means, we have the capability to offer you that solution. If you'd like, you might note this down. This IP address is 24.37.1.42. You can connect to our in-house Atrium demo here. It's at our office using the login ID and password shown on screen, admin. It is case sensitive, so log in using admin in small letters and the password in small letters. And I'd kindly ask anybody that does log into our Atrium demo not to change the password, because it will be tedious and it will block other clients from connecting to it. But we will be able to, of course, being the manufacturer, reset that. So we will fix it, but please just work with us and keep it as a default value. So when you do install Atrium, these are the default passwords, and we use a default password for our demo system. So that's the Atrium system, very user-friendly, web-based, the card enrollment mode, don't even need a computer, email and notifications, alarm integration, IP camera integration. This is small to medium systems from 1 to 100 doors, up to 10,000 cards in the system. Now, for larger installations, we have the Centaur integrated access control system. This product has been on the market since 1998, and we've constantly developed it, and we've just released about a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, I guess, the new version 6, which is now SQL, a new version of SQL compatible, and we continue to develop and maintain this. So some of the installations where Centaur has been installed around the world here. Here in Canada, of course, is our home base, AT&T, Concord Pacific, the Montreal Stock Exchange, the different schools, the colleges, Collège Laval. You see also Brazil, China, Costa Rica, Greece, Mexico. So we are an international company with worldwide installations with Centaur. Some of the clients that have installed our products include Bombardier, Shell, Santander, we see General Electric, Sheraton Hotels, Ericsson. So we have a very high-profile clientele using our products for many, many years now. Cape Town, the municipality of Cape Town in South Africa is one of our big clients that have been using our product for close to 15, 20 years now. So using Centaur, when do we use Centaur? Of course, for medium to large projects, it can support up to over a million cards, over 130,000 doors. We can have up to 64 remote sites connected to the system live and online. Actually, it can be up to 100 sites. So if you do need multi-site connections that are live and constantly updated, Centaur is capable of doing this. Some of the requirements that we have in such type projects, medium to large projects, video integration, parking management, limiting how many cars are going to enter when the parking is full, deny access, and wait till the parking space has been liberated from the parking to allow access to the next car. Interactive live floor plan. So at the security desk on the computer monitor, I can double click the floor plan and see, unlock a door, for example. If there is an alarm condition going on, it will automatically take me to that part of the building and that show me that floor plan. So I can identify where the alarm is happening. Location monitoring for evacuation purposes. Are you inside the building, outside the building? Where are you within the building? So this is also something that is done with Centaur. Visitor management, temporary cards, allowing access to visitors and automatically expiring it, and who is responsible, who's hosting the visitor. Elevator control, we can control up to 64 floors and 2 cabs per controller. You can have over 128 elevator cabs per site, and there can be up to 64 sites. Guard tours, so guard tours, how much time do you go from a secure point to a secure point, so which points do you want the guard to visit to make sure everything is okay, and how much time do you have to monitor and go do that tour. If you do not respect the timings, there will be an alarm generated by the system to indicate that you either have not reached the monitored point that you need to visit, or you have gone there too fast. So minimum and maximum time allowance between points that you need to verify on twice a day, 3 times a day. It's all configurable. And of course, we do offer time and attendance capabilities within Centaur to know how many hours an employee has worked during his work week. We can export this information. We can create our own reports and use these reports to generate payroll information. Some of the modules that are part of the product. And one of the things about Centaur, when you purchase, for example, the license for the standard, which is our most popular license for the Centaur software, it includes all of these options that you see on screen right now. There is no additional fees, for example, to do time and attendance. It's part of the product. There are no additional fees to do interactive floor plans. There's asset management, visitor management. All of these features are part of the product. You do not need to buy additional licenses. The DVR integration, I'll just give you a quick overview of what that is. In a nutshell, what we're doing is within the Centaur interface, within the Centaur software, when an event that I've selected happens, I will see that event appear on screen, and there will be a camera icon located to be able to view that event without having to go into the DVR software or the VMS. Directly from the access control system, show me the video, show me what happened at that point in time. So these are some of the different DVR or CCTV solutions out there that we've integrated within Centaur. So Dawa, Exact Technologies, Hikvision or Hikvision, depending on how you pronounce it, Digital Watchdog, Milestone. So these are all different products on the market that we can use with Centaur. Now what we do is here we see a screen capture of the system, and these black and gray lines are where we see all the events, and you'd see the access granted, access denied, the alarmed events, and so on and so forth. And now what we're doing here is we're going to choose which event to associate to a camera. So if, for example, door forced open, we can choose in this database over here, in the tree over here, which event that is, and associate that to a camera. So when someone passes their card, for example, at the employee entrance, we can have that recorded by the system, and I can view it within the Centaur software. So here we have the interface where I'm actually programming that option, the access granted event at the main entry, and I can actually list which person. If I don't want to have, I'm just concerned with certain employees, I can select individuals, or if I want, I can say everybody and anybody, and then I will associate or link it to the DVR. We can have multiple DVRs in the system if we want, and here we're selecting which camera is located at that particular door. It can be any event. It does not have to be an access event. It could be an alarm condition, door forced open. It could be an access denied event, lost card, stolen card. Any event that you select you want in the system can be used to integrate with the DVR. Once you have that option enabled, you can view up to 1 minute before and 1 minute after the actual event. So it's anywhere from 5 seconds before to 60 seconds before and after the event. So you can have up to a total of 2 minutes of viewing material. When the event actually happens, after I've configured it, every time that event will appear on screen when the condition becomes true, I see a little camera icon associated with that event. I just need to double click on that event and view the camera, see what happened at that particular time. So by double clicking on the little camera icon, I have all my standard play commands, pause, stop. We can save a JPEG file. Within Centaur, I can send a command depending on the product, the DVR, for example, the milestone and the exact. I can send a command to that VMS software to record the information. With others, with Dawa, that is limited. So within Centaur, you can view and save a picture event. And if you're using milestone or exact technologies, you can also tell that system to record the event. Okay. As being a manufacturer, we, as I mentioned right off the get-go, we are the creator of the product from A to Z, so all the processes involved in developing it. And these are our readers and cards that we have available to you, including metal readers, polycarbonate mullion mount readers, single gang box, electrical switches, different styles, different models, keypads with readers integrated. Here are some of our cards, the standard cards. We can have printable cards if you want to print the company logo and customize the card, key tags, and this little disc tag over here. This little round one is about the size of an American dime, and it has a sticky back, so you can, it's typically used stuck on the back of a cell phone, so that you use your phone, this little tag is stuck to the phone, and you present it to your reader, and it's actually your card. So very convenient, very simple. These are the different models available. We have them in black and white. These are our most popular models. The Nano is about the size, I'd say, 3 inches high by about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide. Has a blue backlight, very attractive look, very sleek. It is rated for both indoor and outdoor installations. All of our readers, by the way, are. If you need higher security, higher resistance to vandalism, we have metal readers and keypads, reader keypads integrated, and also if you prefer different styles. So on the bottom left hand side, the DGLP 60 WLC, this is for parking lot application, for example. It's a long range reader up to 24 inches. We also have wireless receivers and transmitters that you can use if you want to use that at the gate. For trucking fleets, for example, arrive at the gate, I push the transmitter and it'll give me access, and provided I do have access, and that is traced like a card in the system, it generates an event. So wireless solutions, reader solutions, we have a whole gamut of different products available for you depending on what kind of project you're looking at. Your contact channels to reach out to us, your main contact will be our Caribbean and Latin American sales manager, Mr. Fabrice Bioulet. You have his contact number here and also his Skype ID. Our technical support is from Monday to Friday. It's free. You do not need to purchase tickets. We're open from 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so 12 hours a day Eastern Time Zone. Our local phone number here. We also have a toll-free number. If you can dial the States toll-free, you'll be able to dial into us. Just go to our website and you'll find that number. You can email us. You can contact us through our website, the support page on our website, and also our technicians. These are their Skype IDs, so CDVI support 2, 3, 4, and 6. And they are available from Monday to Friday from 8 to 8. So that's what makes CDVI the installer's choice. This is what we do. This is our website address at www.cdvi.ca. Feel free to peruse our website. If you want to have access to download updates and even PowerPoint presentations, manuals, all that type of information, just request for a system login, so you connect to our website. And I'll just show you right here in a second. So this is our website. If you want to connect and be able to download, you log in. This is what you ask for, a password and so on and so forth, request an account, and you will be able to download, go to our download center and have all the firmwares, the latest version softwares, and so on and so forth. So that covers the presentation. We will be organizing in the not too distant future training sessions for both the Centaur and Atrium systems. That will probably happen, as I said, definitely before Christmas, probably sometime this fall, September, October, somewhere around there. And that will probably be held in Miami. And I will be the training director and trainer that will be doing this for you. If there are, we'll open up the question period now. If you have any questions, by all means, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you. Karen, if you would
Yes,
like to.
I'm here. Thank you. Yes, if anybody have any question, please feel free to type it in so Gilda can answer your questions. Also, I have something really special to share with you guys. I'm gonna put it here in the channel, in the right channel. I'm gonna send you right now. This is CDVI prices for these special products. I added 3 of them. And also, if you're interested, you have our email or your Sale Marcel representative to contact. Let's, Gilda, let's give it 1 minute or two to type their questions.
Sure.
Okay, I have Jamal Rovers. Let me copy this question for you, Gilda. It's here. Jamal Roberts asks, does any of this system work with biometrics?
Good question. Yes, absolutely. We do have we have a biometric solution. I hadn't talked about it in this particular presentation. We are also compatible with different biometric products that are out there. I think the key point that you need to keep in mind if you're familiar with access control, any biometric product, whether it's fingerprint or facial recognition or whatever, if it's biometric and that device can output 26-bit weekends, we can use it in the system. We have integrated the 4G, MyoScript 4G within the Centaur system. It allows us to enroll the fingerprint within Centaur, so you don't have to use the software that comes with the BioScript 4G. And there's also the Morpho NV500 from Sagem that we also integrate with Centaur. So these two, they have the advantage bonus feature that you don't have to manage 2 softwares to enroll a fingerprint. You use the Centaur to enroll your fingerprints. If you have any other type biometric product that is not part of the integration that we've done, these 2 products, the 4G and the NV500, as long as that product supports 26-bit weekend output, simply you enroll the fingerprint in their interface, in their software, and it creates a card number, and you add that card number within Centaur. And that's true also for the Atrium. In Atrium, we don't have any integration with the actual software interface within Atrium. However, same as I just mentioned, if it is a 26-bit weekend output, you enroll a fingerprint using the product software, and you add that as a card within Atrium, and it'll work also.
Okay, I've just added you like 3 more questions. You have it in your chat, Gilda. How many cars can be used on one door for Atrium system?
Hold on. Can be used on one door for Atrium. Okay. Well, actually, it's 10,000. The one door is just a matter of the control panel itself and the system database that's on the panel, and also when you connect to it with the software, allows me to have up to 10,000 cards in that system.
Okay, there's another one. Okay, how easy is to interface a DAWA HCDR to Atrium?
Well, Once again, good question. The DAWA HCVR, I'm not familiar with per se. DAWA is DAWA. Atrium itself allows me to view live streaming video with the system. It provides an IP camera. Okay. Now, what you could do is the DAWA system, the camera is connected to the DAWA. It has most of these IP cameras can have multiple streams. So one stream, the main stream I would assume would be going to the DAWA, NVR, or DVR. And you can program the camera to have a secondary IP, secondary stream connected to the Atrium system. Within Atrium, the capacity of Atrium is to view who's at the door, for example, live. There's no recording or snapshot or pan, tilt, or zoom. So it's very simple, very basic. Remember, small to medium projects, and it allows us to at least, I think this is the most important part, is who is at the door. I can see that at any point in time by connecting through the web interface to the system. It is with Atrium, very basic. With Centaur, there's a bit more compatibility where I can save a snapshot. I can also, if I'm not mistaken, send a command. There's also one thing that can be done is I can send a trigger using a dry contact, whether it's Atrium or Centaur. Say when there is someone at the door, I have a motion sensor, I will send create a macro command allow me to send the signal through a dry contact relay from Atrium or Centaur and connect that to an input on the DAWA system, and therefore have DAWA record the event for you. So you can interact with them using dry contacts, and those dry contacts are on the control panel. The last question, what bit cards are the readers accepting? We are compatible with 26-bit standard. Okay, and there's also the different bits available. We have 30 bits, 44 bits. You can use mag stripe cards, ABA Track 2. You can also have existing systems that are out there that might use a Cantec, and you're taking over a Cantec system. We are compatible with that. A-Wood 50-bit, and we can use with Atrium any card. We can create our own bit sequence and read the card at the reader and have that create a compatible driver to interpret the card number and use that. So it can be up to a 64-bit card with Atrium. With Centaur, it's an older technology, an older panel. It's limited to 35 bits. So HID 35, 37-bit, by the way, yes, that's true, 37-bit. 26-bit, the Cantex. There are literally, with Centaur, 33 different bit formats that are compatible. With Atrium, it's a little bit different, where if it's not part of the pre-configured bit formats that we already have in the system, you can build your own driver with that. So up to a 64-bit card can be used with the Atrium system. Can also go to the list of. Okay, so all right, thank you. Someone is in Grenada. Thank you from Grenada. We have a Centaur controller at the AM Jet Center, first class and private jet suite located in Grenada. Thank you from Iconic Electronic Solutions. Oh, I will make sure that we mention that to our salespeople and include that in that list. Thank you. Given the drawing, you mean a floor plan to recommend a solution? Absolutely. You can send that forward to both the people mentioned by Karen and also to Fabrice, or you can contact our support people or contact myself, and we'll be able to help you with that for any project requirements that you might have. Absolutely. That's what we're here. We're here to help you with that.
Great, awesome. Thank you very much, Gildo. I just want to remind everybody the information that I just put it on the chat. If you have any question, any more questions, just let us know. You have our emails. And we're going to put this webinar on our YouTube channel so you can check it later or refer some of your coworkers, whatever you want to do. Okay, so you can have this for reference. Thank you, Gildo. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody,
Thank you
for
very much, Karen.
participating
Thank you,
today.
everybody. Have a nice day.
You too. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.